Hey guys, it's Jess here. I had a few people asking about my home gym, so let me just wait for us to get a few other people. All right, welcome to my home gym. This is my setup. I just thought I'd show you guys what I have in here. A lot of people have been asking about the equipment I have. I have a lot of stuff. I've been kind of accumulating it for a while, so there's a lot of equipment in here. It's kind of pricey, so I would recommend if you're going to build a gym, you start small. Like we have started from like a couple of dumbbells. I think actually this set right here, these dumbbells actually belonged to my husband before we were married. And then I had these ones before we were married, these little 10s. So we just kind of been accumulating them little by little, and a lot more in the past couple years. Obviously this last year, not really, because everything's sold out. It's really frustrating. There's a lot of stuff I still want to buy. So first off, I'll start over here. I just have this hooked up over here. This is my battle rope. Okay, so if you look right here, this is a 2-inch, 30-foot rope, and I have it just hooked up to this rack here, but you can like put a rope, like, what's the word? Anchor on the wall, and you can like slide it right in. I just haven't gotten one. I actually have another anchor kit that's buried in all of our stuff, which I haven't unpacked yet, but I just kind of got it hooked up. This is half of the anchor, and so it's kind of a pain in the ass to pull out. So that's why I just leave it over there when I want to use it. Okay, so coming around to this side, if you look over here, this is my rack. So this is the Rogue foldable rack, and I'll show you kind of how it works. Unfortunately, with the way my floor is here, it's not even because we're in the garage, so I can't fold this one flat up against the wall and still have it touching the ground. Actually, let me put you over here. Okay, but I'll kind of show you how it folds. So normally you would fold it in this way. Sorry, it's gonna get loud. Okay, and it'll fold flat. Both sides should fold flat up against the wall. Now if you have this inside, then and you have like flat, even flooring, then it will fold perfectly up against the wall. Okay, and then see, I can't get mine all the way closed because of the unevenness of the garage floor. That's why I usually keep it open, plus it makes it so if I'm not using it, I can see the mirrors. But you can also fold it out that way if you have the wall space. So that's kind of how I like to do it, so that I have a little bit, like I like to do yoga in here at night, so I usually use the mirror to kind of make sure I look okay when I'm doing my yoga. These mirrors, this is our setup. These are cheap, like full-length mirrors that we got from Walmart, and I just used command strips to put them on the wall. So these I think cost like $5 a piece. So we just got a bunch of those to kind of make it, it's a lot better. Well, it's not better than a large mirror, but it's cheaper. And then if one of them breaks, it's easy to replace. I don't have to buy the whole thing. Big glasses of mirror are really expensive, and so I just didn't get that. Okay, so here's our bars. So this top one is a 3-piece, like 35-pound bar. It can't take a lot of weight, and if you look at it, it's kind of bent because my husband overloaded the weight and he didn't realize, even though I told him. So this one I like to use, like sometimes I'll do a squat, like deadlift superset. So I'll do a squat and then I'll do right into a deadlift. So I will load this 45-pound bar for the squats, and then I will load this 35 pound with a little bit less weight, and that'll be like for deadlifts or good mornings or whatever I'm doing. Okay, here's my little rack with all my weights. So as you can see, like I said, this is kind of a prison gym. We've been collecting for a while. So these are 5 pounds, which I don't use very often. These are 8 pounds, which I stole from work. And then the 10 pounds that I had since I was in high school when I was playing water polo. And then these are 15s, and these are the 20s that Ted brought there. That's why they look different. And then I have 25 and 35 dumbbells. I don't have 30s yet. I was gonna buy them, but then they got sold out. And then here I have a 30-pound kettlebell. I like these ones because they're soft on the outside, and it gets really hot here and my hands have gotten sweaty. So I actually dropped one of them on the floor the other day, but thank God it's not hard, so it didn't break the floor. And then I have this one is 15 pounds, okay? This is my T-bar, and it goes with my, what you call it? Can't make my brain work today. Landmine. Okay, there we go. I got it. So if you guys don't know what a landmine is, I have a video on my YouTube channel, but it looks like this. Okay, and so like you would put the weight on the floor and you stick this part in the bottom, and then it has a hinge like this. So in this part, you put a barbell, and then you can load the weight. So one of my other followers was talking about if you're trying to like practice squats, you can do landmine squats, and it actually helps you teach you your form. And I can show you guys in a video later, but you just set up the landmine and you do squats that way. It keeps you like in a deep squat. Okay, so those are my bars. It's my landmine. All my plates and stuff here. So these are the bumper plates. I have 15s and 10s here. They're not super heavy, but the weights are expensive. Like it's like $1 a pound. These are just 25s. These are 50s that my dad gave us that the hole is like this big, so I don't have a bar for it. So they're just hanging out until we can get a bar. Okay, and then over here, I have my jump ropes. So this is my weighted jump rope. It's kind of like a CrossFit jump rope. And then here's my speed rope. I actually personally prefer leather jump ropes, but I kept breaking them because I was using them so much and like wearing them down. So after I broke the second one, I decided to get a speed rope because it has wire in it, and it's really like it's got like ball bearings in the handles, so it's really smooth. It just really hurts when you whack your leg. Here's the weight vest that I bought for Ted that I don't think he's ever used. I've used it though. Here's a couple of my older bands that I have. I don't use those very often. The ones I actually like a lot are these bands. So I've done a lot of videos on these, but these are cool because you can stack them. So they're each a different weight. And then you hook them here, and then these came with handles, but then I also have like straps. Oops, sorry. I have straps so you can put around your legs. So like if you wanted to hook it to the bottom of the door, or sometimes I'll put it like down here on the bottom of the rack, then you can do like hamstring curls, or like whatever you want to do with those. And you can do some more leg workouts with the bands. I like the bands because it gets boring doing rows all the time, right? Like you're always doing rows, and I don't have a cable machine. So it's kind of like my cheaper way to get a cable machine that doesn't take up a lot of space. That's a big thing about this gym, is like I want to be able to park my car in the garage, so everything goes on the wall. If you saw here's my bench, and I kind of want to show you guys this bench. But I got this one on Amazon, and it was actually a gift for my husband after a work trip that I went on. I like to get them gifts. So here's the bench, and I just put it up on those hooks just to keep it out of the way. Has a little pin here. You can pull it down, put it in there, and then it has all these different kinds of settings. So you can either lay it flat, so like for regular press, or if you want to do like kickbacks or whatever, you can do it this angle. So I like to do it this one if I'm doing incline press sometimes, just to mix it up. Or this one is also like a different kind of press. So like this is higher up on your chest, and that other one is an incline, but not all the way up. And then you can also put it, there's one more like that, which I don't hardly ever use. And then there's this one, which is straight up. So like if I was going to use this one, I'd be doing like Arnold's or press, military press this way with my shoulders. Or, concentration curls. Okay, and then the other thing is it can also decline, which is why I got this one. So if you drop it all the way down, you have a decline here, and then you can actually pull this pin out and come up a little bit. Like that, and so then it comes up higher, and you can do a decline press, which is what I like to do with the racks sometimes, or sometimes just with dumbbells. So if you don't have a rack, and you don't have bars, you just have a few dumbbells, my recommendation, get this bench if you're trying to build your gym, because if you have a bench and you have a few dumbbells, you can do a lot. If you have a bench and you have one dumbbell, you can do a lot. Okay? But also, you don't even need to have a bench to do a lot of stuff with a dumbbell. It's just nice to have because sometimes doing presses on the floor is annoying. Oops. All right. Everyone watch me struggle. Okay. So, I talked about these two bars. I also have a curling bar, if you look, or an easy bar, depending on what you want to call it. I like this because if I'm doing curls, it's a little bit more comfortable to hold. Plus, you can do reverse curls a lot more comfortable. Trying to do them with the straight bar kind of hurts your wrists, but this kind of gives you a little bit better of a grip. Okay? So those are my bars, the weights. And then over here, I know we're not done yet. So if you look, here's my bag. It's not like a heavy bag that hangs from the ceiling, but I didn't want one of those because I wanted to be able to move it if I needed to. But the nice thing is, like, it's pretty heavy on the bottom, so I've never kicked it over. Ted has, but I guess it depends on how hard you're kicking. He was pretty mad. So, you know, it's nice because it comes back. I like that one. But, you know, if you do boxing, and you guys know I do boxing. So, okay, and then I have like a little mini fridge here, which my dad gave me. It's actually a wine fridge, but I needed something for water because I drink a lot when I'm working out, so it's nice to have like extra water in here. I just have like a gallon that I dump into my other water bottle, so we're not wasting plastic. And then here is like my recovery area, so I have 2 yoga mats here, and then this is my big foam roller that's like smooth, and then I have this little guy which is like bumpy, and then this thing which is really great for points on your back that are like really hurting, like when you get those knots, you just press on it. And I have like chronic back pain. Okay, so 2 more yoga mats in here because I bought these 2 for my kids and then this one for Ted, and they never use it. This is mine that I've had for years. Here's my yoga ring, which you guys have probably seen in pictures. I have one medicine ball, but it's not like a regular one that you guys would normally have. This is a soft one, so the thing I like about it is you can do normal medicine ball, like, you know, like twists or whatever that you would do, but you can also like slam it on the ground and it's soft, so it's gonna bounce but not like crazy, and it won't break your wall and it won't break your floor. So you could do, like, if you had space, which I don't have any wall space in here, but if you had space, you could do like lateral wall slams, and you're going to be pretty safe with this kind of ball. Okay, I also have ankle weights, so if I want to like up my, I have a lot of stuff, sorry. If I want to up my cardio, I throw these on my ankles sometimes. Sorry. Here, these are the Perfect Push-Up, which I got for Ted years ago, so because he does a lot of push-ups. And then I have my rings, which are in this bag here, but you guys have seen them probably in pictures. I'll loop them up on the pull-up bar. So when you pull this closed, there's actually a pull-up bar that goes in it that I forgot to tell you guys about. Sure, this is getting boring. Okay, so here's a pull-up bar, and you can stick it up on the top, and it's really sturdy. Like it can hold, you know, 200, 300 pounds, depending on how you set up your rack. But I put it at the top, and I'll put my rings on there, and then I can pull. I mean, you guys, I have also like looped my battle rope on there, and I did like rope climbs, so it's really strong. And then, and then the last thing I have here, I think that I want to show you guys is this mat. It's like a balance mat, and I actually bought it after I hurt my ankle to kind of work on ankle strength. Here, I'll show you. So this is like a little one. I should probably use it more, honestly. But you can stand on it, and like it works like your balance on your ankles. And then if you wanted to do like squats, then not only are you working like your legs, but you're also working your ankle. Or you could do like, I did a lot of Romanian deadlifts, so like these, and you can see my ankle wiggling around. So it's really good for that balance and building up those calves and that lower ankle strength. Okay, I think we got everything. That's pretty much what I have in here. If you guys are wondering what good equipment is, honestly, like my stuff's kind of on the scale of like expensive to cheap. So some of the stuff I splurged on, and some of the stuff I was like, well, I can go with this little cheaper one. I was just looking for certain things. As far as quality, Rogue is a really good brand. That's why one of the reasons why I chose the rack, but also like I wanted the fold-in. I think PRX makes another rack that you can put up flat against the wall, but you need a lot more higher like ceiling space than I had, so because it like comes like up that way. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for a rack, I would recommend Rogue. It's quality. Okay, so that's my gym. If you guys have any other questions or any suggestions of stuff that you think would be good in here, I honestly would really love to get like a sandbag, but you know, it's hard to find anything right now, and I don't really need it. I just really want it. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed a little tour here, and I'll see you later. Bye.